Welcome to another episode of Quote. And today we have a quote. I think this quote will go into the politics and freedom of speech. So, yeah, let's listen. Let's look at it. The quote is: Our lives begin to end the day we became silent about things that matter. Martin Luther King Jr. Makes sense. And I understand where they're going. A background story: most of the time in most law, basic human rights, you have kind of things like freedom of speech. And what they're saying, you're allowed to say a lot of things. That's technically what they're saying. But there's a limit to that. And most time people do not know where's the border of the limit, what is the limit and what isn't the limit. But what he is saying here is, when there's injustice and you don't say anything about it, so when you become silent about things that matter, then we have a problem. And that's technically saying our lives begins to end. Because if you don't say anything about things that matters to you, then it can be a problem for you. That's technically how I see it. It makes sense. There are some things that really matter to you, and sometimes you don't say anything about it. It is because of a lot of reasons. It can be because of a lot of reasons, and I can understand that. But what he's saying is, if you become silent and you don't say anything about it, you have a problem. And because of freedom of speech, you're allowed to say whatever you want. There are some limitations, but you're allowed to say whatever you want. So when I look at this quote, I agree with it. In some part, you just need to say what you want to say, right? Because it's your life at the end of the day. You have to live your life. You have to do whatever you want. So I agree with it, this part. So in the comment, let me know. Do you agree with this quote or not? Or would you like to change it? Let me know in a comment. I hope you guys like this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one.